David was behind all of these inventions, and they seemed really kooky and they seemed really odd, but they actually made perfect sense. Everybody wants to work out and get in shape, but if you run, does your face fall? I mean, that sucks. So why not have a face bra?
That's when it sort of became a classic. You know, when the show ended, the only thing I took home as a memory of the show was the original face bra.
I would like to introduce to you all Nell Porter. As of today, she'll be joining us as a new attorney.
My favorite casting moment was actually about a year into the series where we decided that we wanted to add a new character. David was very keen on Portia de Rossi. And there was this other actress that came in that day by the name of Lucy Liu, who was also terrific. And David said, let's just cast them both.
Excellent.
Please. Between my portables, my hair, the sexual harassment laws, I'll be partner in a month.
Portia de Rossi, she's so warm and lovely, and then she would be this striking ice queen on the show.
Do you really think being a judge is your niche? How hard can it be? You lose. That one's boring. See if you can find somebody who cares. Ling Wu, she wasn't always the friendliest character in the bunch. Shouldn't you be typing? You know, a lot of people would come up to me and say, my God, she is so bitchy, you know? And I thought, really? I don't think of her that way at all. I think of her as very, very truthful.
Look, we're talking about 5 seconds here, okay? That's how long the big O lasts, 5 seconds, sometimes 6. This is so typical of men. What we want is affection, commitment, companionship, somebody to spend our days and nights with, somebody to make us happy in life. And instead, you focus on 5 to 6 seconds of a few major muscle contractions. You're a pathetic species.
I know I've gotten a lot of credit in the past of writing women well. Well, I never thought I was doing that. I just wrote people. Some of them happened to be men, and some of them happened to be women. Some of them you weren't sure.
I'm really a man.
David's writing didn't obey any of the, conventional notions about who we are as men and women.
What's wrong?
Lynn, you can't just do that.
The women spoke very frankly about their needs and their hopes and their wants, especially when it came to matters of the heart.
A date?
Yes.
With you?
Yes.
Yes.
I know this is a stupid question, but I'm going to ask anyway.
I don't have a penis.
Excellent.
And guys spoke about it in more sort of absurd ways.
What were Ling's instructions specifically?
Stereotypically, men aren't sensitive, and we had very sensitive men.
Ling says it's bad to get nose to nose. Look at us, all this anxiety over a first kiss. In the bathroom like a couple of teenagers. Gay teenagers. My pants are down.
Everybody was sexual on the show. I kissed a lot of women, kissed a lot of men. I kissed everybody. I think that was unpredictable and surprising to see a woman lust after a man in the way that stereotypically a man lusts after a woman.
Well, where does it say that women can't act like men sometimes? I saw a piece of cute meat and I said to myself, you only live once, be a man.
But we were all lusting all over the place, all the time.
Certainly the atmosphere of Cajun Fish was a very sexually charged one. And I would say...
Look.
A lot of the cases that we took on were sexual harassment cases.
You sensed he was male, and you just decided to have sex with me? Him? That man? Him. Okay, let me rephrase.
The law can be a pretty silly world, and nonsensical one at that. And Alley was the perfect show to probe that.